Alright, well, I started the recording, right? So,
Okay.
so
So
you were about to.
don't be super racist, right?
So, I mean, if you want, it's not on me. I don't care.
If you want, I'm just gonna post it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna post it.
All right. Well, how you been, man?
I've been doing fine, bro. Fucking being home and stuff is amazing.
Dude, I know. I can't wait. I got like a crap load of like cleaning I gotta do before I leave tonight.
Yeah,
Not tonight. I'm not doing anything tonight. Tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm gonna like. Everyone really loves the fact that like I can just buy stuff like
yeah.
souvenirs, and so one of my friends called me up and he's like, "Hey, go get some keychains.
Go get some
Why
keychains.
don't you just order one?" It's not that
Uh,
bad. But that's the one thing I got.
so this is podcast number 2. Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
so
too.
I don't know if you've listened to the first one, and if you didn't, that's I don't care. I don't mind.
I didn't do any research before I
You didn't
hopped on
you
this,
didn't do
so
any research before.
yeah.
My content is very vulgar.
Okay, so
We like
I can express myself.
pretty much like if you cuss, I don't care. Like honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't cut anything out
Okay.
unless if it's like racist or if it's talking about like gay people. Sometimes there's a couple of videos where I had the word, I'm gonna type it into Discord. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say it. Sometimes I had this in my video,
I'm
right?
sure there's certain people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people get offended, so sometimes I cut it out, and if I don't fucking feel like it, I just leave it in. I don't care. But so first most, right?
First and foremost, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
first and foremost.
So good.
Second episode, my co-host is not here because he said he didn't want to do this with his phone. Uh,
I'm doing it with my phone, bitch.
nah, he's
Sorry, got a little heated there for a second.
yeah, nah, he's really cool, but he just likes the quality of like a mic and stuff better.
Privileged.
Well,
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
yeah, he recently moved, so he's buying stuff for his like computer and stuff. Uh, and
Excuses. Sorry,
well,
something stuck in
he
my
he
throat.
he moved out of where he was living with his dad,
Okay.
and he left a lot of stuff at home at his other where he used to live.
Oh,
So
okay.
he doesn't have most of the things like some. I don't think he has that much clothes, let alone some of the stuff he owns.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, he's like, he wanted to wait on the second one, but I haven't posted anything in like 2 months.
Okay.
So, and this would probably be the longest conversation I'll have with you. So it's like,
Right. In a minute.
yeah, I gotta pick my battles, man.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So
So yeah. So
what's going on?
I don't know, man. Let's talk about college, our first topic then.
Okay. Topic. College. I lost a pair of socks, and I've
Lost.
walked around my apartment like 3 times now, and I cannot find them. Uh, College. It's honestly it's been a blast. I like living alone. I say living alone. I have 3 roommates. Living with people I've never lived with before. It's pretty fun. Like
Yeah.
I know it was a little different for you because your roommate was I don't know seclusive, but
Yeah, my roommate he was cool, but I never like full blown had the conversation or really hung out with him that much.
yeah.
I think the first time we actually like went somewhere and hung out was I went with him to go buy something illegal. I'm not gonna say anything else.
Okay.
I mean,
Just the fact that you said something illegal is already sketchy as hell. But whatever,
well,
dude.
he bought something that I guess you could say I smoke too sometimes.
Why don't you just say it?
Well, I'm gonna post this like link to
Yeah,
the.
man. I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say I do it all the time, but sometimes I inject. It's just.
All right, fine. We bought. I went with him to go buy a cart. Like THC that's in weed, right?
Okay.
To
Yeah.
smoke. Uh, I just didn't want to say it because I was gonna post like the link and stuff on Snapchat, and usually when I do that, all my friends,
Oh, so we
go.
just cut it and then we're good.
Yeah, but then I have to like fucking,
Then I have to like work on it and like not just post it immediately.
yeah, pretty much. I just want like a full on one take and post it. That's what
Oh,
I,
okay.
that's what I did with the first one.
So just put like a bleep over it or something.
It's just a bleeper. Uh,
Oh shit! I broke my pen.
so is it alright? Is it alright if I say like where you're at in college?
I'm
Like
in New York, yeah.
like the city? Okay. So you're in New
Yeah.
York. You went to, I'm guessing, like a private college, if I'm not wrong.
It's a smaller school, yeah. I don't want to reveal any more than that though, because it's like
Yeah.
I narrow it down a lot. But then again, I'm sure.
It's
You
isn't there like is aren't there
know.
like 20 like small schools in New York though?
Oh man, there's probably plenty.
Uh,
But like also like for some reason like so I didn't know this coming in, but there's five boroughs, right? New York, it's Manhattan, Queens, Bronx,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. For some reason, New Jersey thinks they're part of New York, but like everyone in New York just says "fuck out of here." So I don't really know.
Yeah,
Like no one really wants New Jersey, but they just made a. I actually heard this from my teacher, which is the funniest thing. They legalized, or they didn't legalize weed, but it's like decriminalized there.
yeah.
And so like my teacher was like, "Yes, if you have any friends that go to New Jersey and they say they're just going to the movies, uh, well,
Yeah,
that was just really funny."
I don't know because I had like two teachers from in high school from New York, right?
Oh yeah,
And I always ask them about New Jersey, and they're like fuck that.
yeah. Everyone like they're
They
just
hate
against New Jersey.
they hate them for some reason. Like I don't know if it's because they're just like you know different
I mean,
people in a sense.
I don't know. I don't really know the difference, but then again, I've never been in New Jersey, so I think looking at their shoreline is enough. I feel like I've been there.
I know it recently snowed in New York because it's fucking December and it's fucking New York.
Okay, that was
So
actually a story. So um, it was real nice for the first day. I have T-Mobile, right,
mhm.
and they give us like these free things every now and then. And I got a free shake from Shake Shack. There's one about um, zero point 0.3 miles from me,
You walk
and
3 miles.
so no, point three, point three.
Uh,
Um, and it was like snowing, and my roommate was like super excited about the snow, and I was like, I think I just convince him to go with me. And so we ended up walking, and it was apparently like a blizzard. So we were walking through a blizzard for me to go get a Shake Shack shake for free. So
yeah, you walk zero point 0.3
and
miles.
I did that. All right, it was really cool to play in the snow and stuff. And then I didn't have any gloves, and so I didn't know gloves were required. Okay, they're required. My fingers were freezing.
But you've been to New
Uh,
York like twice though, so I mean,
yeah, but I also live in the South, so like we don't do gloves. That's not a thing. And so I got here and I was like, I'll just tough it out, dude. Nah.
have you?
I was a bitch. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go get gloves because we went to Central Park that next day
Yeah.
to play in the snow, and I was like, I'm gonna go buy gloves before we leave. Like I'm not doing that again.
How was? Did you visit Times Square by any chance?
Yeah, I've been to Times Square once or twice during Thanksgiving break. Yeah, I stayed here for Thanksgiving, and it was like Thursday night, and I was like, dude, screw it, let's just go to Times Square. So we ended up just like taking a trip at like 9 o'clock at night, which is very unusual for me and my roommates because we're all pretty like introverted and like very much not cool people. So
Yeah.
it was interesting that I managed to get one of them to go.
But those are like the best like types of roommates though, because if you're like that too, you like click very well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel like I can do both. Being here, so like um, a lot of my school lives in one building. Like a lot of the students live in one building, and so it's really cool to have like all these people around us.
Yeah.
And like I can go down to a few floors or go up a few floors and go hang out with some people. So uh, I didn't realize how like social I was until it was really easy to access everyone
Yeah.
and
See,
just go hang out.
I never had the chance to like I'm pretty sure I talked about it in the first episode I did with my co-host, but I only explained a little bit of it as in sense of like when I got there, no one. It seemed like everybody already knew each other, which I wasn't surprised because a lot of people like come back, so
Mm-hmm.
they made friends from their freshman year to their senior year of college or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Or some people like knew each other in high school and then they go to the same college, that type of shit.
Mhm.
But I don't know, it was really weird because I would try to say hi to people and then no one would like conversate with me, so it was just like, all right, I guess I'll just do my own thing. Like there's been days where I would, no, like basically the whole time I was in college, my dorm, that's all I did was sit there try to do homework and watch anime and play a little bit of games. I didn't play that much, by the way. I
Dude, yeah,
was
it goes by like you think you're gonna have time to play. It's like no, there's always something going on.
yeah, like fucking my sleep schedule was so shit. Like I swear, I would stay up all night and sleep at like 7, 8 a.m. and then wake up at like 6 p.m. Like it was bad.
Were they all online?
Yeah, all my classes were. I hadn't had a single like in-person class, which sucked because
Yeah.
I failed like all my classes, and I speak on this the
Hmm.
last episode. I failed all of them, and it was because like I didn't know what to do, and then when I asked the professors like, hey, is there anything I can do, like bring up the grade, or can you like walk me through this? Because there's some things I didn't understand, and they'd be like, oh, well, I'm busy right now, or like, oh, you can join the fucking Skype call. I don't know why they use Skype still. I was like, I'm not gonna download that shit again. But
Hmm.
they were just like, go to like the Zoom meetings or whatever. So I went to like a couple of them, still didn't understand shit. So they gave me a couple like emails to some of the kids in the classroom,
Hmm.
and they were like, oh, go ask one of your classmates. So I asked this one girl, right, and I was like, hey, do you have like the notes or like do you know what to do? And she's like, oh yeah, just find it in the fucking blackboard. And I was like, I emailed her back and I was like, look, I looked through everything. I still can't find it. Can you? Sorry, that's my phone.
Yeah.
I was like, can you like look through, or can you like walk me through where to find it? She never emailed me back again.
Hmm.
And I was like, dude, I hated it. I hated fucking that college was like so shit. I regret going
Yeah.
there.
It was a lot. I think it was a lot harder just with this COVID era that we have. I was lucky and we started off. We didn't start off because we had a quarantine once all of us got here, but we got lucky in the sense that we were able to go in person for a few weeks.
Yeah,
So just establishing connections really helps. Help me decide like, hey, this is the school for me. Because I know a lot of colleges, a lot of my friends back home and stuff. They're all either in dorms or living at home and like doing online classes, and it's like it's hard to just talk to anyone. And
yeah,
yeah, it's just like it really sucks, and I'm sorry that we like that you guys especially had to go through that first semester without really like interacting with the students like other students there, because you could have met someone that was really cool. You could have met a group that was really cool and end up really liking the school because they helped you out and stuff and like got you out of the house. But it's like when you don't have that, it's so much harder.
yeah. Like the first week I was there, I had to go do something. I had to fill out another form from something,
Uh,
and I went to this like student thing that was upstairs, and I went up there, and there was this girl, and she was I guess you could say sophomore in college. Is that the
uh,
correct term?
yeah.
Um, and she was like walking me like around campus because I was like I didn't know where everything was. So one of the guys were like, "Oh, can you walk him and like explain everything, like where everything was?"
Mm-hmm.
She did, and she had a conversation, a conversation with me. She was like, "Oh, where are you from?" Told her where I was from, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, me too." And I thought that was cool. I was like, "Oh, you're from the same city I was."
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, if you ever need help, like I'm in this like dorm building." I was like, "Okay." And then I got back to my dorm, and then I remembered. I was like, "She didn't tell me what room. She just said I'm in this building." So I was like, "Fuck," and I didn't see her at all the rest of like the semester.
Yeah.
But no, actually I saw her one time. I was leaving. My friends came to pick me up, uh,
Mhm.
to take me back home. Right? They
Yeah.
drove. They drove like 2 hours to get there, and they were like, "Oh, we hung out," and they were like, "Do you want to go home?" And I was like, "Fuck it, just help me pack, clothes." And they did that.
Mhm.
When I was walking out with like my bags, I saw her, and she's like, "Oh, hey, it's you." And I was like, "Oh, hi." She's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going back home." She's like, "Already?" And I was like, "Yeah, just to I miss my friends." She's like, "Okay, well, I'll see you, later." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll see you later
Mhm.
too." Fucking came back, didn't see her again. That was
Damn.
that was in August, dude. It's December.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. Like thinking,
I hate
like
it.
I can't imagine that. Um, like you said, I can do a little bit. I have a week's worth of like experience to what you're saying. Like I can attest to that. And like we had our quarantine still, so but we had started classes,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there on my computer, right, and I finished all my work. They're like, what else are you gonna do? Like you're quarantined, you can't leave the house. You just finished your work, and it's like what the hell do I do now? like we were being really stupid, like because we were still trying to get to know each other too, right? And like seeing like what our boundaries were and stuff like that. So we were all like just kind of hanging out, and like there was plenty of times where my roommate he was like he just turned up his music really loud, and, like he has this robot that's sitting behind me. I'm not gonna say her name, but you know the one I'm talking about. Um, and he would just play music on that, and so it was just like we were just really loud, and like oh my gosh, it was the most annoying thing because like I just can't imagine doing a semester like that. That's all. Like just thinking about it now, like I'm so sad. I'm so glad that's over. Not sad. I'm glad.
Do you think you're gonna send this link or like the video or like you're gonna suggest that your friends, from college to watch this?
No, if they find it, that's cool. But
If they find it, it's cool.
no. Oh, speaking. Okay, since I'm not gonna share it, let me talk some shit about my roommates. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Michael, fuck him.
Michael, fuck him. Josh, fuck him. Steven, fuck that guy.
No, there's been days where I would sit in my dorm and I would play like loud ass like rock music.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this girl, like I was playing. I don't know if you know this band. I was playing "Bring Me the Horizon."
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
But continue.
yeah, you don't know. So I was listening to them
Yeah,
and
yeah, you don't.
like, cause you don't. Okay, the only like rock, okay, that's weird because all the rock music that you've listened to is what I've like shown
There's been
you.
a lot that. Well, that's not completely true.
Well, when we
You turned me on to a lot. Yeah. You turned me on to a lot of rock music, but not
yeah,
everything.
I
I don't
got
know. I kind of lost it in rock, but
I can name
um,
like two bands that I got you on, kind of.
yeah. Let me hear him.
Fall Out Boy, because I was the first one to start listening to him.
Edgy as fuck. Yeah, that was
And
you.
and then I showed you a little bit of 3 Days Grace. I didn't show you everything. I think I showed you like two songs,
I
and you liked two of those
I remember.
songs.
I remember liking two of them. Liking.
I
I remember
think
liking two of them.
one of the songs was "I Hate Everything About You."
I, I,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then I think "Never Too Late," because those were like my two favorite songs from them.
Yeah, they were your two favorite songs. I don't
Fuck
think I
you.
ever added them to my playlist, but
So let me get back to the story. So I was playing "Bring Me the Horizon." They're like a British like rock band, but they're like really sick. At least I love them. Their latest album, by the way, y'all should go check it out. It's really fucking sick.
non-sponsored plug.
Non-sponsored play. I really liked them, but I was playing it, and this girl knocks on my door, and I didn't hear it the first time, so it's like loud as fuck, and it was like, midnight on a Monday, right? So
Just causing all sorts of problems.
yeah, pretty much. So she comes and she knocks on the door. I couldn't hear it because I'm, the TV. I'm right in front of the TV, so that it cancels out the noise. And she starts banging on the door. She's like, "Do do do," and I like, "Oh fuck, what is that?" I thought it was like my roommate, right? Because
Mm,
previously he told me like before that incident, he told me like my TV was loud, so I turned it down for him because he can hear it from
mm,
another room. And I was like, "Oh, that's fine," because I didn't have my fan on because when I didn't have a fan yet,
mm,
so like the room is echoing like echo as fuck. So like if you
yeah.
play like a sound, you could probably hear it from the other room. So I got like the dorm or the school gave me a fan. Makes a lot of fucking noise, but it cancels out a lot of shit because the sound bounces all around and people have a lot of shit in their rooms and there's a lot of fans I guess in every dorm.
Mhm.
So I got two fans. So I was playing the music, but apparently this girl could hear me, so she like banging on the door and opened it, and she's like, "Can you turn on the music?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to like wake you." She's like, "Oh no, I'm just trying to study." I'm like, "This bitch, dude." I
Man,
was,
imagine going to college to study, dude.
dude, can't relate. I failed all my classes. All right, enough of that depressing talk. I don't like talking about school. I know you don't either.
I mean, I'm like, I've enjoyed it, but I also like my brain feels like mush. Like today we I was just like sending one of my roommates off. The other two left early in the morning, so we said goodbye to them that night. But this morning, right, like it was just so boring. I was like sitting there, like we were both kind of sitting there. He was eating, and then he was on his phone, and I was on my phone too. And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, this is so boring. Like we don't have anything to do. Like it's really just like thrown my like I don't know. It's just throwing my entire schedule for a loop. And then he's taking his Xbox with him, so I couldn't even play. Like, while I couldn't even play for the 2 days that I'm here still.
So is this the most like interaction you're gonna get until you leave?
Um, Possibly. So there's still some people. Some of our friends are leaving, so I'll go say bye to them tomorrow. But like 5, 10 minutes.
So
Yeah.
okay.
So it's yeah. Shut up.
So see my co-host he reminded me, he's like, you should have a time limit on your podcast. I was like, nah, fuck that, fuck time limits. I
It
post
helps,
how, yeah, it helps,
but
but like fuck that. I don't want to fucking put someone on a schedule, because if they're like talking about something that is like interesting and then I cut them off, you're like, oh, time, you
yeah.
know.
I
I
think
don't want to do that.
yeah. I think it works best if you have a lot of topics you need to hit. But like
Yeah.
right now we're just kind of messing around, just talking, catching up. So it's like, I mean, you can time me if you want.
Nah,
I'll time you.
nah. I'll probably I'll probably just, you know, keep recording until we get, until I feel like, or both of us feel like it's a time to like stop it. Probably be
I
like
think
an
now's a good
hour,
time.
like an hour or two maybe. Okay,
I don't know.
so about now 20 minutes, only covered one topic.
Not even 20 minutes. Oh, yeah,
Okay, so dorm stories, that was done. Like the school life, that's done. Fuck college, anyways. Um,
Who cares about that, dude?
so the next topic is love life, and I know what you told me. The conversation, another conversation, the conversation that me and you had before you flew. No, was it before you went to New York, or was it when I went to college? It was
What happened?
because remember I went out. We went out. My family and your family went out to eat at that restaurant
Yeah,
when I still
and
had my fucking car.
that's an inside joke, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
an inside fucking
He
joke.
fucking crashed.
Fuck you, dude. If
Dude, when I actually heard that, dude, I was like, "Yo, like, what the fuck?" Like, as I texted you, right? And my mom had told me a bit of the story, and like, dude, you literally, like, someone's up there watching you, dude. Like, there's no way.
yo, God miss, bruh.
No, dude, he was like, "Hey, it ain't his time yet. Let me like move that car, whatever, 3 inches to the left." Like,
No, okay.
I heard the story and I saw the car and I was like, how this motherfucker just got away with like broken ribs or something like that? I was like,
Okay,
no way.
this crash isn't the topic, but we're gonna fucking cover it because
We're gonna,
it's already fun.
should we steer clear?
Ah, fuck you. Okay, look, here's what happened. I was going down a highway to go to the mall, right?
Yeah.
And I always take, I don't always take this highway, but I decided to take it because it was the fastest route to get there without all the fucking traffic lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you know what mall I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's the one like
The
past.
only fucking one in our town.
Yeah. So I was going to, you know where see, that's gonna give the location. Okay, never mind. I went down this like the street that connects to the highway. So you go down and it's like an
Mm-hmm.
expressway that connects to the exit, right?
Yeah.
So I move into the left lane where I'm out of the exit, and I'm trying to get in the middle lane because that thing connects to the next exit. I had to take the third exit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on the second, like I got out of the exit lane on my left, and I was
Mm-hmm.
there, and I checked my blind spots. I didn't see a fucking car. Like I swear to
Yeah.
God, like my friend, fuck, I'm gonna say his name. No, I'm gonna change his name. My friend Michael,
Alfonso, dude.
my friend Alfonso in the back seat. By the way, fuck Alfonso if he's listening to this. Fuck you. He didn't have his seatbelt on. The little shit. Right? So he didn't have his seatbelt on, but I asked him, I was like, is there a car on, on my left so I can turn? He said no. I looked at my blind spot again, didn't see a car. So I start slowly merging into it. I'm going like 70, right?
Yeah.
And I see this car out of nowhere just like come like by me, and it scared the fuck out of me because I didn't want to hit him because I didn't have insurance for that car. I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
license, right? So I was like, fuck. So I turned the wheel barely, and it fucking lost control, and the brake wouldn't work, the emergency brake wouldn't lift, and the steering wheel locked itself. So I couldn't even turn the steering wheel, but the car was like spinning and shit. And
Uh,
I hit the highway dividers, and I'm the only one who got like seriously injured. Like even now,
yeah.
like my fucking shoulder still fucking hurts.
You were the only one that got like
Like
quote unquote
seriously,
seriously injured, but like you walked away with
barely,
that.
barely.
Like you like I don't know, like I was telling the story, like someone was telling me the story, I think it was my mom, and then she was like nah, he's good. Like yeah, he's like bruised a bit. And did you break anything?
Unfortunately, no. But it would have been cool if
Shut
it
the
did.
fuck. So you like bruised, I think the biggest one she said was like you bruised a rib, right? Or you bruised a few ribs.
Okay, so I hit my body on the steering wheel,
Mhm.
Like it, dude, it was a big ass impact because I had my seatbelt on and I still hit the fucking like steering wheel.
Damn.
And then when I hit the seat, the fucking things came off. Thank God the my other friend, I'm gonna call her Mary, or yeah, Mary. What?
Mary had a little.
So I had it was me, Mary, and Alfonso in the back seat, right? Alfonso didn't have
Yeah.
his fucking seatbelt on, so he like
The
hit his
fuck you
head.
doing, Alfonso?
Yeah, I see.
Ah.
I don't drive my car unless anyone wears a seatbelt. Everyone should know that. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't check. He didn't have a seatbelt, but he didn't get hurt. Well, he did. He hit his head against the back of the seat of Mary's fucking head thing for
Yeah.
the chair, and
Like the
he
headrest.
yeah, he was bleeding, and then somehow he sprained his ankle. I don't fucking know how that shit happened. Yeah, I don't know if he was like
Hey,
sitting.
hey, they're all good, right? I can laugh.
No, yeah, they're
The
all
fuck
good.
you doing, Alfonso? How'd you sprain your ankle?
I don't know if he was like sitting crisscross because he was up against like the chair, like hugging her, right? Basically, kind of.
Yeah.
So I guess he was like sitting crisscross. So I guess when he like did it, he like pushed his ankle down on the floor or some shit. I don't
Oh, okay,
know.
okay.
I like when he told me he's like, dude, I can't like my ankle sprained. I was like, how the fuck do you sprain your ankle in a fucking car
Like you guys
crash?
are all sitting next to the ambulance, and he's like, oh, "I think I did something to my ankle." You just turned to him and like,
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But so this is weird. So I hit the steering wheel and I got out of the car. Well,
yeah,
Mary got out of the car first, and she took Alfonso out of the car, like helped him out,
yeah,
and I got out myself, but I couldn't breathe for like a minute. Like
yeah.
it felt like a minute. It was probably
Was it
30 seconds. I couldn't breathe. Like I
wait?
couldn't inhale.
Was it like you like your chest kind of like not contracted? Like just you felt like there was something like really pulling like everything inside of you like in your chest.
Yeah, it was like someone.
It was like shock, right? I don't know if
Uh,
that's what it is, but
I don't actually I don't even know. I felt shocked before. I didn't feel like that. It felt like someone was like if someone had like a rope tied to my like rib cage and was constantly like pulling at it.
yeah, dude.
That's what it
Oh my
felt
gosh.
like. It
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah, yeah.
I tried to breathe in and it hurt. So I was like, "Fuck, am I gonna die? Like, did my lung collapse?" Like, I was thinking that I was like, "Bro, if my lung collapsed, I'm fucking dead. Like, it's done."
Yeah.
So I was like, I was freaking out, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't breathe." And then like my hand was like scarred with like glass and shit. Because
Mhm.
like apparently I punched the window because there's like you seen the picture? You know that hole right there on the driver's seat? It looked like a circle of glass that was broken.
Did you like hit it as you
Yeah,
like tried to like stop yourself?
I think I punched the fucking glass and it got like my hand was covered in like blood and glass. And
So I
I
can find a picture.
should have find the picture.
This is so I can like have a reference.
You could have a
It's for
reference.
scientific purposes. Shut up.
Scientific purpose.
Keep telling the story.
Okay, so I got out of the car, and I noticed my hand was bleeding, and I was like, "Fuck!" And my arm was like limp, right? And I
Mm.
was like, I tried to pick it up, and it hurt so fucking bad. I was like, "Shit!" And every time I
Mm.
breathed, it just like burned and it like hurt, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck!" So the police officer tries to talk to me, and I'm in shock. Like I don't know what the fuck's happening, dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm more worried about my friends. Like I started breathing again, right? So I'm like more worried about my friends. I'm like, "Fuck me in the car, dude. Like, are my friends okay?"
Yeah.
And uh, so this police officer comes to me and he was like, "Do you own this car?" And I was like, I couldn't think, right? I was like, yeah." He was like, "Is there insurance?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's in the front seat under the visor, right? 'Cause that's where I kept, where me and my mom kept the insurance for the car,
Mm.
because it's under her name, right?" So I was like, "It's there." And he asked me like 2 times, and I told him the same thing. And by the way, fuck that police officer, because he wrote me a citation for not having a license.
Gee, I wonder why, dude.
No, okay, I get that, but then he also wrote me a citation for driving a vehicle that's uninsured, but the car was insured.
Well, it's not in your name. Like
It
it would have
does
to be in your name.
no, it doesn't matter if it's in your name or not. If the car's insured, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but it does for you. Like for me, like they had to my parents had to get me with the insurance because um it was under their name. The car was under my mom's name, and then they were like, "No, like that's not gonna work. You get caught with that. You gotta go." Like
Okay,
it's a stupid rule. It's a stupid rule. I get you. It's a
okay.
stupid rule, but
Well,
like,
I'm from the projects, so like my mom said it didn't matter, so it is what it is.
hey, hey, my mom said it didn't matter, so it didn't matter, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, besides that, I was mad because I was like, why this fucker? Like, it was a $400 ticket in total,
Yeah.
and I was like, fuck, like I don't have the money to pay for this, right?
Hmm.
And but I was like, fuck all that. I have to make sure they're okay. So I make sure they're okay.
Yeah. Priorities.
So the ambulance pulls up, and this lady, puts me in the fucking not the stretcher. They're like, "Can you walk?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can walk." And they're like, "You sure you don't need the stretcher?" I'm like, "You see me fucking walking, right?" I didn't say that. I thought it, but I walked into there, into
Yeah,
the
dude, don't do it.
fucking
That's a trap. Because one
to
thing leads to another, then you're sitting in a hospital bed and they're charging you
dude.
$3,000.
That's true. So I was in the fucking ambulance and they were checking my vitals and shit, and they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Can you lift your arm?" And I was like, "I'm not even gonna try because the first time I did, it hurt, and I'm not in shock anymore, so I'm afraid that it's gonna sting like a bitch." Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't move that much. I was like, fuck that. And and then my friend Steve came and he got his shit checked because he was bleeding in his ankle and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, okay, you have two choices. I was like, okay, what are the choices? She was like, you can either take a ride with us to the hospital, and you know that or whatever, or you can have someone come pick you up and take you to the hospital. And I was like, shit. And then my friend, I forgot his name, it's Michael, whatever, some shit, told me in my ear, he was like, dude, that's a lot of fucking money. Right? He told me like the
Yeah.
ambulance ride's gonna be a lot of money. And dude, the lady was so rude. She was like, "What'd you say?" And he was like, "Nothing. Never mind." She was like, "All right, well, get off the ambulance." And I was like, I looked at her and I looked at him and I was like, "Well, he's still bleeding though." I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
can walk. Get your ass out of my ambulance.
Basically, like I don't know if he like disrespected her in some way or some shit, but she was like, "Get the fuck off." And I was like, "Are you sure?"
Mhm.
Because he's still bleeding. Um,
Yeah.
so my friend Michael, he called our other friend Angel.
Mhm.
He called our friend Angel, and he came in his truck and he picked us three up, right? And
Mhm.
the car got towed, but I took out what was important to me in the car.
Mhm.
I took out a bunch of shit. Like I took out some car stuff. I took out my hat that I was wearing that I paid $30 for.
Yeah. That. Hey, you better. Dude.
Yeah, I got
Just
my
pawn it off to pay for your ticket.
yeah, I took off my I took out my fucking phone and some other stuff. And see, I didn't know you weren't supposed to leave the fucking keys in the car, right? But like, cause I later on, my mom's like, "Why'd you leave the keys in the car?" And I was like, "I don't know. He told me to leave it in the
I
car."
don't know. I just got in a car wreck.
Yeah, like I wasn't thinking straight. She's like, "You shouldn't have left the keys in the car." I was like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, because if the car was still in good condition, they could have stolen it." I was like, "Mom, did you
Mm.
see the fucking car?" She's like, "Yeah, I saw the car." And I was like, "I don't think it's gonna drive anywhere. Like
Not anytime
it's
soon.
not gonna drive, right?" So,
Yeah.
um, but our friend Angel picked us up, and we were going. And my friend Michael, I guess he forgot my shoulder was hurt, so he like
Uh,
yeah, he was sitting behind me, and he puts his head through the left of like the seat on the passenger seat where I was sitting, and he
mm.
slams his hand on my shoulder. Dude, I haven't felt that much pain for a long fucking time. That shit fucking hurt. And
uh,
so
I'm just thinking about it.
my friend Angel, he does a lot of like drugs. Like
Drugs.
I
Yeah.
see if he sees this, I don't. All right, fuck it.
Is he?
I'll deal with it when it comes. I don't think he'll care. But Angel, if you're listening to this and you get mad, I'm sorry. It's just part of the story. If you get mad, I'm sorry. But he does a lot of drugs. Actually, no, everybody knows that. I don't think he cares. But he offered
It's not
me.
exactly a secret.
Yeah, he offered me something. I forgot what it was. I think it was like I can't remember what it was. He offered it to me, and I was like, no. I was like, no, because if I go to the hospital, they're gonna be like, they're not gonna give me anything because I'm on some type of drug. I don't know, right?
Mm.
So I forgot what he offered, so I was like, nah, I'm good. Uh, but my friend Michael, he passes me like the nicotine stick, like
Mm.
the one of those puff bars that I smoke now instead of cigarettes now. But he gave it
Mm.
to me and I was hitting it and I was like, dude, this shit still hurts. I was like, I thought this nicotine rush was gonna hit, but it didn't. This shit hurt. And I got home and I had cigarettes in my pocket, right? So
Mm.
I go into my house with my arm throbbing and a cigarette in my mouth.
Mm.
And I told my mom, I was like, hey, we need to go to the hospital. She was like, why? I was like, I just crashed the car. I can't feel my fucking shoulder, and everything. My head is starting to hurt. Everything looks so
Mm.
bright, right? Like I was like, everything looks so bright. Like I had a concussion or some shit, right? I was like, it
Mm.
feels fucking. I feel horrible. She's like, okay, let's go to the hospital. So I light a cigarette. And I'm like, oh, this doesn't even feel good anymore. So I throw it on the I throw it on the ground. We go to the hospital, and they did a bunch of like X-rays, and I think they did a CAT scan, some other
Yeah.
shit. Dude, this bitch, by the way, fuck hospitals. I don't know. You know those swab things they do for the IV?
Yeah.
So she kept like wiping my arm to find one in between like the elbow, where like your arm contracts.
Mm.
She kept wiping it to find the vein. She couldn't find it. I was like, okay. So she looks at my hand and she like wiped it again. She tried to put it in, it didn't work. So she take it out and try to put it again, try to put it in again. And
Uh,
like she did that 4 times, and I was like, why the fuck are you doing this?
what are you doing to me?
Yeah, and then she got like blood samples, right? And
Yeah.
then she didn't even take it out, and there was no IV connected to it. So I was like, why the fuck? I was like, why the fuck did you leave the fucking IV pin in there if you're done taking blood samples? Like, fucking take it off and put the thing on a band-aid. That's it. Done. We're done. She left it on. She didn't take it out. I had to go home and take it out myself. That hurt.
just everything on top of it.
Yeah, like
Just constantly.
she was like, fuck you, take it out yourself. Basically, I don't like needles. You know this. I don't like things poking in my body. It's shitty. Um,
That's how I know you're straight.
yeah, the doctor told me my ribs, my left side of my ribs were bruised.
Yeah.
My chest area was bruised, and then my whole shoulder was bruised, and a little bit of my arm. And he
And like,
said, yeah, he said I was lucky because he said if my rib broke from the steering wheel, it would have went into my lung, and
yeah.
I would have died.
I'm
So
like,
I was like, shit.
I heard that story and I was like, dude, like, he got lucky.
Yeah,
Or call it what you want, whatever you believe, right? But like,
God missed me.
that was something else, dude. It was something else, and I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay, anyways, besides that, well, the second topic.
You started joking about it, so I was like, well, shit, I got to joke about it too now, a little bit.
I mean, aside, let's go to our second topic, love
Yeah, yeah,
life,
yeah.
our love lives.
Oh, dude.
All right, I'm gonna say this again because you cut me off the first time.
Okay,
Uh,
sorry.
last time we talked about, I guess you could say your love life, not mine. Um, was the last time I saw you in on. Fuck.
Yeah, you're definitely going through and bleeping some stuff.
No, I'm gonna have to cut this.
No, you done so hard. No, just bleep it.
No, that takes too much time.
No, no.
Okay, fine.
Okay, whatever.
I'll try.
Start over, dude. Start over. We're starting over.
No, okay, look.
Start over. Take.
Take two.
There we go.
Okay, so last time.
Last time we talked was in his unmarked location.
Okay, yes. Since this is gonna, be cut. That part's gonna be cut out. I don't know what we're talking about, but it is what it is. Last time we talked about your love life was the last time I saw you back in our hometown,
Okay.
and you told me that this girl, told you how she felt about you, and you felt the same way, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as a story
So.
behind that. So good friend for a few years.
Mhm.
She had liked me for a while. I was kind of hesitant about it. Feelings came out again, and I was like, you know what, like, we could give it a try, because I think I was starting to feel something. Summer fling, whatever. I don't really know what it was.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're talking, and she's still a really good friend, but like, it started on rocky, like everything. Like, like I was leaving in a week, and then when I had actually left, I was like, you know what, let's try it. Horrible idea. Horrible idea on my part.
Oh, so was it like a long distance or no?
Long distance, because back in hometown, I'm moving to New York.
Is it still going on, or is it done?
No. It ended around like October, I think.
Are y'all,
So it wasn't very, it didn't last very long, which is unfortunate because, like, I don't know, if it had happened sooner or different circumstances maybe, but like it was bad on my part. Like,
yeah.
I should have I should have said anything, but
Yeah, like
it was
communication.
tough. It was tough. Communication, like, that was like probably our strongest thing. But it was like everything else was lacking.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah. Like
okay.
the affection part, the singing, all that other shit. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, being able to see him, just like that was a big thing, was being able to see her.
Is she still like? Does she still like you, or like is she's like I'm gonna wait till you get here,
I
or
I don't
you haven't
know.
talked to her since?
I've talked to her a little bit. We watched Mandalorian. She hasn't seen it, so like we're going through the first season. But it's friends, and I don't think that's gonna change because we're like too much alike. So,
Oh God, I don't need another you. No.
dude, so if you think about it, right, like I can be great sometimes.
I
Right?
could be great
I can
sometimes.
be great to have around. So,
Hey, that Christmas
most of
present
the
better be
time,
great, bro.
Christmas, I think you're gonna like it. I picked it up today. It's something small, but I think you'll like it. Anyway,
Is
next
it
one.
is it an ashtray?
Shut up. I'm telling a story. You asked me a question.
Okay, I'm
Damn
sorry. I'm sorry.
it. Sorry, where was I?
Good. I have to be a good host. I'm sorry.
Where was I?
I said I have to be a good host. I'm sorry.
No, where was I? Damn it!
Dude, this is.
God, okay, yeah. How's your love life? What have
uh,
you been doing?
dude, it's been a trip. There's been a lot of up and downs
All right, so let's start from like this semester.
this semester. Actually, I've been talking to a girl,
Oh,
but
really? So you're not gay?
all right, fuck it. Hey, everyone thought you were gay. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Everyone.
was too good with the girls. It's a little sketchy. No, I feel that. I feel that.
Uh, I'm not gonna lie. You hung out with a lot of girls. It was kind of sus. It it
Just
was
wouldn't understand,
it
dude.
was kind of
I
sus. I
just
ain't gonna
kind
lie.
of worked my way in, dude. I don't know what to say.
You be that type of person to be like, "Hey, I'm gay. Let me invite me to the fucking sleepover."
Me? Oh,
um,
dude, I'd be like, uh, yeah, you go.
I don't know. I'm trying to steer clear of relationships for like right now because I got out of one
Yeah.
in May of this year, 2020, and
Uh-huh.
well, it was emotionally just like fucked. It was a lot of
Yeah.
manipulation and just other shit. And
Yeah.
you know, I got out of that 2 year relationship like a while ago, and
Yeah.
that really fucked me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's I choose the wrong girls, the wrong people to.
Choose the wrong people, bro.
Not like
Yeah.
I'm not here to shit on anyone. Like honestly, I'm not
No,
like
no, no. I know you're not. No, I know you're
I
not. But you're right. You're right. Like if you think like if you get one right, bad luck. You get two, it's a little
that's
sketchy. You get three,
that's oh no.
you're looking for something that that keeps on happening. So it's like that's good
Yeah.
that you're taking some time. I know every time I'm like talking to someone and then something doesn't work out, I'm like, you know what? It was for a reason.
It's
All
for a
right. And then
reason.
I start like looking at all my stuff and like, okay, this is what I can fix, right?
Yeah.
So it's never like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like because when I got out of that second year relationship, and then I had my party, the high school
Mm-hmm.
party that I'm pretty sure you know of, from your
I
mom or
do.
some shit. Yeah.
From your mom,
From my
actually.
yeah, from my mom.
She told me all about that.
I said some shit to the girl, which you know back then might have. It actually no, it gave me a lot of like. It took a lot off my shoulders because I was holding a lot in, and I didn't really speak to anyone about it. So I took out all my anger out on her,
On someone.
well, on
Yeah.
her basically. And you know, a lot of people tell me like that's not the right thing to do, but if you know, it's like if you knew the situation that I was in, like emotionally and just
You
like
might say something like that,
yeah,
yeah.
like my mindset and just how I was feeling, then you would be on my side. But you know, I told
Yeah.
people I was like I see both ways. I see how it's wrong and I see how it's right. You know,
Yeah.
I express myself and then I also see how it's wrong because it's like I said things I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean to this day I don't fucking regret it, but I felt like I could have said it in more of like
A better way.
a better way, yeah. But after that relationship, I went into another one, and she honestly made me happy. But it was also just like a lot of manipulation and just pulling at heartstrings with nothing attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would constantly just pull at them, and then I get nothing. Like
Yeah.
there was times where she wouldn't have money to pay for things, and I had money back then because I was working.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd pay for some things for her, and she would like act a certain way, and then once she get that, she would completely just like not disappear, but just like not speak to me for a while.
Damn.
Yeah, she was just very emotionally just like manipulative towards me, so it was fucked. And I don't know,
Damn.
I'm taking fucking a break for relationships. Like honestly, I don't care if I end up alone. I'm chilling.
I think so. I think this is. Let me look it up to make sure. All right, but I think a wise man once said that Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves,
I saw this on Instagram one
you're
time. Hold on.
breathtaking.
No, it was like relationship advice or something. It was like,
uh,
you can't be happy with another person unless you're happy with yourself. So like,
yeah,
it was something like, if you are scared of the fact that you might ever like you might end up alone, like then you shouldn't be in a relationship.
yeah. I think that I didn't have very much love for myself at
Mhm.
all, especially back then. Like like now it's like somewhat there, but back then I didn't have shit. Like it's just like that was the longest relationship I've been in, and it to be honest, like I reflected on it after that night of the party, and I was like,
Mhm.
fuck, like that was not a good relationship for either of us. Like I finally understood that, and I think I knew all along, but it was just more of like I didn't want to know, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, she. See, I don't want this to be like a fucking, because I know my friends are gonna see it and be like, "Oh, you still missing shit." It's like, no, it's not that. It's just like I don't want people to like see her in a certain way because of what the fuck we've been through. Because we've been through a lot of shit, like a
Yeah,
lot
I
of shit.
think.
And I don't want
Yeah, I
people to.
think
I
it's
don't want.
good.
Yeah, like I've become more of like a non-vulgar and especially now I'm not as much aggressive I am towards other people,
Mhm.
and especially the people that fuck me over. It's more of just like I let it go and it's like it is what it is.
It's forgiving. Yeah.
Yeah. But like back then I was just completely different. But I just don't want people to look at her in a certain like in my eyes in that perspective as I did back then. I don't want people to look at her like that. She's really cool. It's just shit happened.
Maybe it just didn't work for you guys, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So that topic's done. Fuck that.
Leaving that in the dust.
Yeah. Oh, I will say this. I am currently talking to a girl. I don't know where it's gonna go yet, and she's
Yeah.
honestly been there for me since day one.
There you go. That's what you look for.
And she's been. Oh, I can't say that because that's gonna give it away. And I don't know if she's gonna see this, so hopefully not. But it is what it is. Okay, next topic is addictions. It can be like YouTube addictions, phone addictions, any type of addiction. Do you have
Ooh,
any of those?
Have you seen Social Dilemma
No, I
on
have not.
Netflix?
I have not actually.
We had to watch for a homework assignment. It's like they got us at the palm of their hand. Like all of these corporations, dude. It's not even like they. It's just it was like oh my gosh. Like, I'm just thinking about it right now, and it's like um, having those addictions, right? It's like it's planned, right? They do that on purpose in order to get the follows and stuff, to get the likes, to get people using their app.
Yeah, like
And like I think we're all addicted in one way or another, and people
yeah,
just don't like to admit it.
like people can be addicted to driving. People can be addicted to not sleeping. People can be addicted to coffee because that's a thing that people choose to
Coffee's the big
ignore.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are addicted to a lot of types of shit, like being on their phone, the internet, YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, dude.
I think my addiction that I'm struggling with now is just constantly like nicotine and going back to like my depressive ways.
Yeah.
Cause like if you've been in a place or in a state of mind for so long, it's like it's kind of like home in a sense.
It's so I kind of get what you're saying. It's like it's not where you want to be, but it's where you're comfortable.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's like you know how you normally handle that stuff, and so it's just comfortable. And like breaking past that is probably the biggest thing. Is like not relying on that whenever you're feeling some type of way. Not relying on that kind of mentality. That drugs, smoking, whatever. Like
yeah.
it's being strong enough to be like, no, I don't need that to cope. And yeah, I totally get what you mean with the addictions and stuff on that.
Yeah,
Um,
for a while I've been on like cigarettes.
I know it's been a minute.
It's been a fucking minute, dude. It's been
Yeah,
I didn't start smoking cigarettes till I was like 17, but I smoked tobacco when I was like 16 because I get those like when I was
hmm
working I had those like swishers, where people roll like weed into, but like
yeah,
it comes like filled with tobacco and the paper's tobacco,
hmm
and that's what I would smoke, and that was fucking horrible because it was just all tobacco. And
yeah,
I did that in like the summer when I was 16 until like I was 17 and I picked up cigarettes and I was like, fuck, this is even worse.
yeah.
But
But then it's like you just can't let it go.
well, yeah, because like back then when I was like 17, 16, I was going through a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure you know that because either your mom or my mom.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I was going through a lot of shit. So it was like I didn't know how to fucking deal with the shit I was like feeling or going through. So I was like, I'll just stick to whatever's in my reach. And at the time, it was cigarettes, quick thrills with like girls or people, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
fucking like nicotine, friends, all that type of shit. Like whatever I could like grasp and make me feel good in that moment is what I went for. And
Yeah.
I got off cigarette. I wouldn't say I got off cigarette. That's just I don't smoke them as much anymore.
Yeah.
I actually switched to nicotine, which is even fucking worse. But it at least I don't have tobacco in my lungs. But nicotine does cause cancer. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm trying to like trying to get off of it,
Hmm.
but it's so hard. But it
I
is.
think we're a little bit with the addictions. It's like, uh, so at 16, right? We never really got super deep about this stuff. Me and you know, being family and all, you would think we would be able to have these conversations a little bit more easily. But we never did, especially when we were younger.
Yeah,
And I just think like as we're growing up, right? Like we see all these guys in our lives, and we're like, oh, like we're not supposed to show that, you know? Like we're just supposed to keep it light and do all these things. And so,
yeah,
a big part of it is like that, like is that toxic masculinity? I don't know if that's the right word for it, but like toxic masculinity. You know, we're like told that hey, or we're not told, but we're kind of shown like, hey, you don't really talk about this stuff with
yeah.
people.
I
And so
think that's just like like society. That's honestly I feel like that's society. That's how they brought up like boys and men to be, where like you don't talk about shit, you don't express
yeah,
shit. What you keep all the shit to yourself. If you're going through a problem, you figure it out yourself.
yeah,
And
you're supposed to be there for other people, but like you're not
yeah,
expected to have people for you. And it's like I don't know, like I don't know about you, but just being able to like kind of talk about what's going on with me, that it helps. It helps amazing. Like it does amazing things.
yeah. So the
I didn't start till this year, but like
yeah, so the so I'm gonna say this right now. So the topics
mhm,
we were talking about was addictions, and the life was gonna be our next topic. So I guess it mixed into two, which is fine.
mhm,
Um, but no, I agree with that because it's like I didn't realize how much of that was true because I hear it all the time where it's like society brought men up and boys to not talk about shit, do shit, uh, not act a certain way, not express certain things, not to talk about certain things, all that other bullshit. I didn't realize that until I was sitting in my room the night of my party and I was sad as fuck because I was crossfaded, I was drunk and high.
mhm.
So I was sitting in my room and I didn't know what I was like. Honestly, I could tell you right now, I kind of blacked out. And then when I came to it, my friend, one of my good friends, I'm not gonna say her name, she walked into the room first, and I was sitting there covered in sorry, that's my phone, covered in like my own blood on my arm because I cut myself.
Like when you weren't even like
Not like
conscious,
not like
like
I
you just don't remember it.
yeah, I don't remember doing that, but like I came to it because like when you're drunk, you don't remember shit and you do shit. But when you're crossfaded with like weed, like you constantly like you know what you're doing sometimes. So like when you're in your drunk, like if you're drunk as when you're drunk as fuck, you forget things that you did.
Mhm.
So like when you're crossfaded with like weed or THC, it's like you forget moments, but you come back to it really fast, and you're very conscious. So I think I had that little blackout moment, and then I was like, I woke, I guess I could say I woke up, and I was like, why the fuck is there blood on my arm?
Mhm.
And then she came in and hugged me, and I was fucking crying, but I didn't realize I was crying. I was like, why the fuck, am I wet? And then I wiped my fucking face, and I was crying. I was like, what the fuck? I think
It's
that was horrible. I think that was the last that was like rock bottom for me. I was like, shit.
like yeah, you just know that there's something's got to change.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
I got I got rid of a lot of shit. I got rid of a lot of toxic people.
Mhm.
I got rid of like from that I didn't smoke weed at all since that day until maybe October of this year. So like a
So
year.
you went a few good
Yeah,
months.
so like a year because I wasn't ready to go back on it because I was like I don't know how I'm gonna
Mhm.
feel. Uh, so yeah, it felt shitty because she was the only one there that was hugging me. She was the only one that actually checked up on me, and I was like, dude, I'm surrounded by like all these people I call friends, and only one of them came to me.
Mhm.
And I was like, fuck, I gotta do something. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
I'm more happy now. I mean, like my friends that I hang out with now, I'm pretty sure you see on my Snapchat. The friends that I have now
Yeah. They've
were
been with you for a while.
yeah, they've been with me for like a long time, but they were at the party. It's just that Michael, which is the one in the car that
Mhm.
I hang out with a lot, he was drunk as shit and he was having his time.
Mhm.
And then Mary was with her boyfriend at that time. Uh, they had some problems going on or some shit. So she was dealing with him. I think she took him home or some shit. And
Yeah.
then my other friend, the other girl that I hang out with a lot, she didn't come. She wasn't there yet. So I was
Yeah.
literally surrounded by other people that I called friends that didn't like check up on me or do shit or
Yeah.
even though like most of them knew what I was going through, they didn't like come. So I was like, fuck, like after the next day, I was like, shit, I gotta change something.
Yeah. Man. I've never had that strong of a story, that strong of a realization like you, but there's been like times uh, where it's just like I realize something that I'm doing, and I'm like, dude, like this is really bad. Like just things that I'm like, like mentalities that I have, or how I treat situations, and I'm like, I gotta fix this. Or like how you act a certain way. I was just like, damn, like there's some things like those are those are always like the hardest realizations, those hardest days, those hardest fuck. I can't speak. Those are always the hardest days. You realize you're doing something really wrong,
Yeah.
but like it's only up from there for a long time. Like you have a problem that you can focus on and fix, and so you're always like, all right, like I have a goal,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's always like something to look towards.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Cause I don't know. Cause that day was like the most like sad I've been in
Mm-hmm.
my entire life. Even though I battled with my own shit
Mm-hmm.
and fucking that was like the worst time in my life. Like honestly. And then from there, it's just been like there's been a lot of ups, but then there's also been like small downs. Cause I reminisce a lot. Cause that's just how I am. I think about like old shit, like what it could have
Yeah,
been or what I could have done better for certain people or certain friendships.
never.
I don't know. That's just how I am. I think a lot about the past instead of the future because I don't know what I'm gonna do for the future. So it's like you know I'm stuck between present and the past right now. But I mean I'm doing
Yeah,
fine.
that's good.
So
I'm glad to hear it.
so the next topic we got kind of
You're just like, all right, dude. Like, yeah, but it's going uphill. Anyways, dude. How about that Mando episode
how
though?
about the well because like I feel like a lot of people that or at least hopefully a lot of people that watch this they're gonna some people are gonna feel like the way we did obviously 'cause
You
there's
can relate, yeah.
yeah so and
Not alone in this.
that's what I want yeah that's what I wanted these podcasts to be was like people to relate to certain like personal shit or just topics or opinions that we have
To get passionate about something that they're passionate about, and
yeah
to just be feeling the same things they're feeling.
yeah to have
Yeah,
like
I
a
got you,
to
man.
have like a conversation and shit. That's what I wanted this to be and the last podcast video I looked like today and I had 137 views. Thank you for watching that. Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you, dude.
Thank you.
Or
Um,
double now that I'm here, bro.
yeah, okay, we'll see about that. If you
The
share it,
the no name, the no name that just joined in, dude.
if you share it
Maybe
with your
not this one. Maybe not
friends,
this one.
look, if you share it with your friends, I'll give you top link next video.
Maybe not this one.
Maybe
I
not
wasn't
this
expect. I wasn't expecting to share with people, so I'm out here like zero filter.
zero filter.
So maybe
Maybe next
next
time.
time.
Next time.
Or
Okay.
like take this one off and then no, I'm kidding.
All right. The next
I'll
topic
clear
is
it up next time.
yeah. The next topic is YouTube. I think this one was more for like me to like rant about a little bit.
Yeah, dude, hit me up. I'm trying to get into it a little bit more, but like making videos is time
And
consuming.
fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube.
You just
nah.
trying to get demonetized.
Uh, nah, YouTube's been crazy lately, dude. On my like recommended list, there's a bunch of like people flaming feminists and shit because of the dumb shit they say.
It's like YouTube has become such a. It used to be like a thing where you just share videos, right? You share things that you're
Yeah,
passionate about. You upload your Twitch highlights. Now it's like it's a whole business. Like
it's
people go on here looking to make money.
it's become YouTube's become more of like a business related like website, more of like kid friendly censorship and fucking other
Yeah,
bullshit. It's so stupid. I think
it's crazy.
yeah, it
They're like pushing towards whatever has the most money, whatever brings
yeah,
the most money.
and it's dumb because if YouTube listened to their major audience, they don't want fucking censorship.
No, they
Like
don't.
I don't know if you know this YouTuber, but this YouTuber his channel was called Leafy is here.
I do remember Leafy.
Okay,
A long
so
time ago.
yeah, okay, so Leafy he got his channel taken away.
Really?
No three strikes, no strike, no three strikes taken away. And
Yeah.
the videos he made when he came back weren't even that fucking vulgar or bad. Like there was hardly any cussing in them, but like the fucking CEO Susan or some bullshit that fuck that bitch uh took down his channel without saying anything, and apparently his fucking channel went against like community guidelines. But there's so many other channels out there that go against community guidelines.
It's just inconsistent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so inconsistent, it's so unorganized, but they're just like, let's take down the big channels. It's like, no, don't do that. Because then you're gonna get more hate, and then you're gonna fucking wonder why like no one wants to be on your website.
Yeah. The only reason people are on YouTube is because there's no other platform this big. If
Yeah,
if you got like 10 of the biggest YouTubers to switch to a different platform, like
then you're
it,
done.
yeah, YouTube would fall apart.
Like
Like people already go to Twitch instead of YouTube now, just because it's like you don't have to
it's
deal with so much like crap.
yeah,
You know?
like and with YouTube, it's like I remember I put my Minecraft video, the first Minecraft video I posted. I accidentally put it for kids, and it yeah,
Drop the F bomb in the first 5 seconds.
yeah, I actually did, but it cut off the comments, it cut off the likes, and it didn't show how many subscribers I had. I was like, why? Why would you do that? Like, even if it is for kids, kids are like what, under 18? Or do you mean kids like 12 and under?
Probably went 12 and under, dude.
But
I'm
like,
not gonna pretend like I know enough, but
dude, I was on. So I have two accounts. I have the one I post on YouTube, which is this one where the channel's going up to,
uh-huh.
and I have my own personal one. And I was on my homepage, and it recommended me one of my videos.
No way.
And I was like, hey, let's get it, boys. YouTube algorithm fucking broken.
Funny. So just don't screw that up, and because they also like they take away they'll like shadow is it shadow ban,
Yeah,
and
they
they like
shadow ban
take away where
channels.
you don't get recommended. You're not recommended to anyone, so people have to find you based on like recommendations and stuff.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, that's stupid.
get ready for that.
I heard
But
that.
yeah, was it?
I heard that like I was watching this video and this YouTuber was talking about how much money he makes off of YouTube, like a YouTube video. It was David Dobrik. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so he was talking about how much money he makes just off of YouTube, like the videos and views, just off YouTube, no sponsorships, nothing, just off YouTube. He said he probably makes
Mhm.
21K in a year off of YouTube videos, or I think it was 21K or somewhere close around that, right? Not a
In a
big amount,
year?
or like probably like after 5 million views of that video, like 20K or some shit.
In a year or per video?
Probably like if he added up the videos, he did in a year, probably end up like 20K or some shit. But he said that he'll probably make 1200 off of a 5 million view video. But his videos get more than like 5 mil. I'm pretty sure they're like 63 million, right?
That's a crazy. Yeah, he has a crazy following. There's no way he's getting 20,000 a year.
Yeah. So
He has
like,
to be getting more.
yeah, but like he said he was like I probably get he said he was like I'll probably only get like 1200 for like 5 million. So imagine 63 million. That's not even like 10 grand.
Mm.
But like that's still a living like number. That's
Yeah.
which I
Doesn't
would.
he live in a mansion though?
Yeah, but like if I had his subscriber count and that much money, like I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, well, that's enough for me to live. I don't care.
It's enough for you to live, but also when you work that hard to build such a big following and
Yeah, it
you're only
sucks.
getting that much, like there's no way he has to be getting more.
Yeah, so
But yeah, dude, it's
yeah,
crazy.
YouTubers make a lot of money off their sponsorships and their like merch and stuff. That's how they make most of their
Yeah.
money, and off like Twitch and shit. All that extra shit that they do, like sponsorships, merch, and Twitch are the main three. And sometimes you get partners too, YouTube partners that pay for stuff or that pay you. So,
Mhm.
anyways,
Yeah.
that topic's done. Fuck YouTube.
No, we're not done there yet. I'm
Oh,
gonna get this video demonetized. Alexa, play temperature.
no, don't stop, stop. Temperature. No, no, turn it
Sorry,
off.
what?
Turn it off. No, 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 no,
Okay,
no, no.
Alexa.
No, no, stop,
Alexa,
stop. Turn it
stop.
off. Okay, so the next topic is anime. We have three more topics, but the next one's anime.
uh,
I talked
next
about
topic.
it. No, we're talking about anime. I talked about it. I didn't talk about that much, with my co-host last episode, we only talked about what shows we wanted to see back or have a second season, and what shows we liked.
Hmm.
But coming from someone that doesn't really watch anime as much as like I do and other people do, because I've watched a shit ton of anime. I'm pretty sure you know that.
Hmm.
Like I fucking watch a shit ton. I'm so sad. I don't know why I do that. But I think the first anime you've watched in your life was Pokemon, because Pokemon's an anime, by the way.
Yeah, sure. I guess we can go
But
with
yeah, see,
Pokemon.
Pokemon's an anime. A lot of people don't like that idea, but it is. But a lot of people don't consider it an anime because
It's like
it's more.
American. No, it's not even American right now.
No,
Never mind.
it's Japanese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like Pokemon's an anime, Digimon's an anime, Yu-Gi-Oh's an anime, but a lot of people don't consider those anime because it's like I don't
It
know.
was a kids show. Like it was put as a kids, like cartoons in the '90s or whatever.
Yeah, we fuck with Pokemon, by the way. First gen, second gen, that's it. Fuck all the
I
others.
can't even do second gen that much. It's like
Really?
everyone's. I like the second gen because I played a bit of is it Crystal?
Chris, is it
Uh,
Crystal?
I, I don't know, dude.
Because
Uh,
there was red, yellow,
whatever the
blue.
second one was, dude. I don't know. But it was like Fire Red was the game. Like that's the game that I can beat with relative ease.
That I think that was the game we played the most.
So you had Yellow on the Game Boy
Yeah,
Advance.
the
And
Pikachu one.
the Pikachu one, where you get Pikachu and he follows you around. I want to say that was Yellow, but it might have been like
I think it
Crystal,
was,
the one we're talking about.
no, I think it was yellow. If I'm not wrong.
But yeah, it was Pokemon was it. I never actually like had watched the show religiously until like
Until we got a little older, right?
so I was like 15. I like went through most of the season.
Well, because
I still haven't actually finished it.
because when we watched as kids, we only saw like a handful, but it was like the good episodes, like the good handful of episodes.
The ones that like the reruns.
Yeah, and then when me and you actually sat down, because I remember the first time we ran through it together was at your house.
So
Cause
yeah, I don't know if we ran through it. We definitely like knocked out
we
season one. Like I remember
yeah
Charmander. He had
turtle
like an abusive trainer, and we were like
this
screaming at the TV.
dude that was sad.
Dude, it was tough to watch. Like I was tearing up.
I think we've watched all the way up to the Squirtle Squad.
Squirtle Squad. That's tough.
Dude, that's the Squirtle Squad is like fucking amazing.
And
Like
then
like just imagine you run into a wild like group of like the Squirtle Squad and then your Pokemon gets dicked on by like 7 fucking water cannons. It's like all at once.
gangbang.
You could gangbang by fucking water cannons from Squirtles. But
Yeah, we've
uh
done that a few times, dude. We went through all of Teen Titans together.
yeah. Oh, do you still have your Pokemon cards by the way? Because I found mine.
You found yours, dude.
I found mine.
You keep those because we gave up all of ours, and I'm looking for three of them. I'm looking for three. All right. I want to
I
frame
dude, guess what?
Charmander.
Guess what I
And,
found?
what'd you find?
So I opened up my binder because I left it in the garage. I was like, if I keep it here, it's gonna get fucked. So I left it back in
Mhm.
the garage, but I found it, and I found one of the Charizards that the old like, because when
Did you
we
get a really good one?
yeah I know because the one the Pokemon cards that our moms bought were like the prints from like 1989
Yeah,
to
I don't know if they were
2000.
like. Yeah, they were like the same art though.
Yeah, they're the old drawn like the old
Really?
cards that people paid $2,000 for a
Like
box
people
of
pay a
them.
lot of money for those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I found my Charizard in that box. I found one of them, and then I have a Blastoise in there, and
Dude.
I left it. I was like, I'm not fucking touching it.
So now you just need the Bulbasaur, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, what I want to do is I want to frame the first three original. Like I don't even care about their like the original prints. I just want the original artwork, and I want
That would be the original Prince.
no, because like they remade some of the cards just for like in like 2000s. So
Oh,
like
okay,
just
yeah.
the original artwork that they put on them. But I want Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, and I want to frame that in like a very like minimalistic thing.
Okay,
And that's what I want, dude. It's so. And I've tried to go online. Like you started pointing out. You were like, I remember you posting on like Snapchat or whatever. You're like, yeah,
yeah,
this
dude.
card freaking costs so much money. And I'm like, dude, I've been trying to find three normal ass Pokemon cards
Okay,
for years.
the question is though, when the original art, do you mean the original American art or the original Japanese art? Because,
I'm
oh, because
thinking the original American art that I've seen. I can look at the picture.
they're the
It's amazing.
same, but like the lettering and stuff are different because Japanese and American.
Yeah, not the Japanese cards. Those are practically impossible to find.
Yeah, they really fucking are, dude.
Just the American, yeah, the American part.
Okay.
But like just that artwork, that original artwork, is like so nostalgic for me. And
All right.
I have the Bulbasaur. I just need the Charmander and the Squirtle.
All right. I'm gonna say this first because I'm pretty sure I sounded stupid asking that. No, I don't mean when I mean the original like print American and Japanese. I meant like the lettering for the Japanese
Yeah,
and the English translated version. I meant that. Sorry. I had to get that out of the way before I get
gotta
fucking.
clarify it. Yeah,
I gotta clarify it.
that's so
Uh,
funny.
I don't. Okay,
That
so
YouTube life just being too big, all the haters.
all the haters, literally, I have like a hater,
All your
but
closest friends too.
okay, so we're talking about anime. So from one person that watches a lot of anime that I've been telling you to get into. One, your friends convinced you to watch My
My
Hero
Hero.
Academia
That was pretty good, not gonna lie. But I watched dubbed, not subbed.
or the Japanese version, which I like to say, which is Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean it's the same show. It's just dubbed.
okay, look, yes, but if you watch
I
anime,
got too attached to the American like voice actors. All right.
okay, look, okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you watch,
Tell me
okay,
about it.
I know you don't like to read subtitles, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm fucking lazy. I'm going to school to read. I'm not trying to read on my off time, dude. I'm
okay,
trying to listen to a video
there
while I make popcorn.
there's some anime. Actually, there's gonna be a lot of anime that, let's say, if you do decide to watch, that the dub is not gonna sound very good, and
Yes.
some of the translation and some of like the power and the storylines are not gonna make sense because some of the English dubs are fucked. So that's why I want you for now on, if you're gonna decide to watch an anime, ask me if you should watch it to sub or dub first. Cause I no, cause I suggested you watch Dotoro.
Oh no no.
Remember that? I asked you. I told you I was like you should watch Dotoro, and I remember I told you it was about like this guy.
Which one? Which one's Dodo Bird?
Dotoro is the anime where the guy he gets his like limbs and stuff bit off from demons, and he goes
Oh, okay.
the 25 episodes where he tries to get his limbs back by killing demons and get his
Mhm.
like his limbs back. That's by the way, that's a good anime. You should watch that, by the way.
How does that work? Does he hold a gun in his teeth or something?
No, it's back in the Edo area, so like the swords and shit, like bows, horses, all that shit.
So that really doesn't make sense. And how does he get his limbs back?
So okay, so
Just imagine like a corpse just like kind of rolling around.
no. So when he kills a demon and he knows which demons to go for, they don't explain that to me. I don't know, but
Okay.
actually I think there's only a few demons in that world. I think there's a total of 12 that he kills. But when he kills a demon, it's a random body part. Like I think the first one he kills gets his ears back, so he gets his hearing back, right?
How the hell does he kill him if he can't even hear him or see him? Like what?
Okay, so he could see
Does he get like a robot body or something?
prosthetics like wood.
Okay, he gets prosthetics.
Like
That makes so much more sense.
yeah. Anyways, but you like Cowboy Bebop is you have to watch that in subs. You can't watch it dubbed.
Is that the
'Cause
Space Cowboy one?
yes, it's a classic. It's a classic. You have to watch it sub.
Oh.
Alright. Anyways, let's get back onto My Hero since
It's
how
the only one
was
I know about.
yeah. So how was that experience from season one to the end of season four? Because I think you
It
finished
was
season four.
good. I slowly so like I don't know about you, but whenever I start watching a TV show, no matter what it is, it starts as me just watching that as a separate thing, and then going back to YouTube. So I watch a lot of YouTube whenever I'm cooking, whether it's like photography or whatever. Like I'll set it down while I'm making food,
Yeah.
right? And then it slowly evolved from like watching because we had like a bunch of watch parties. Like my final 2 weeks of being in Austin.
Yeah.
Uh, fuck, bleep that out too.
In Austin.
Just shut up. Shut up. Hey, take two.
Take three.
Take four.
Alright. You
Okay.
want to restart what you said? Because
Back in my hometown,
uh
about 2 weeks before I left. Are you like? Man, doesn't matter. Back in my hometown, we had a bunch of watch parties before I left, like 2 weeks before I left.
mhm.
And so we were just like watching like anime. We were just watching My Hero, and we would get through like episodes a day. And then like one of my friends, like he's like a really energetic guy, and so he can't sit still for that long. So we end up going to do something else. But it slowly evolved from like watch party stuff to like it became part of my routine. Like whenever I was like going to watch YouTube, instead of watching YouTube, I'd put on that.
Yeah.
and so it kind of like slowly became more involved in my life, which is one of the reasons I really like dubbed because I can hear what's going on. I don't even necessarily watch it. So if I look away for a second, I'm not going to be completely lost,
Yeah. So
right?
the only thing this is the only thing that like makes me like one of the animes that I grew up with that makes me mad to hear dub is
Mhm.
Dragon Ball Super, like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Because when Dragon Ball Super came out, they had a new like creator that took over, right?
Yeah.
And he did the Tournament of Power and stuff. I watched all that coming out and subbed, right? And
Mhm.
then when the dubbed came out, I watched a little the parts that were my favorite in the
Mhm.
150 something episodes, right? I only watched parts that were
Okay.
my favorite and dubbed to see how it was, right? And I watched it, and they
Mhm.
butcher every single fucking Japanese name, and it
Mhm.
like it I like it pissed me off, and I couldn't like. So in Dragon Ball Super, there's Goku. They pronounce all that shit right. They pronounce Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, all that other shit correct. And there's this character, and his the Japanese name is Topo, right? But in the English version, they call him Top, right? That pissed me off. So I was like, fuck that. And then some other like some of the gods' names were like butchered as fuck. I was like, I can't watch this. But I gave it the status. I gave it like the fucking the fucking doubt or
Better
whatever.
the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, the
I got
benefit of
you.
the doubt because I don't know how American translating Japanese anime, the fucking companies work.
Mhm.
So I don't know if they're allowed to say certain names fully or whatever because copyright or some shit like that. I'm not sure. Probably not. But if not, fuck
Just being
that.
lazy.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't know. So what was your like reaction to season one? Like how'd you like season one of My Hero?
Okay. What's the cutoff at season one to season two? So he gets his
Uh,
powers. He cries a bunch.
oh dude,
Uh,
I don't even know. Season one came out a long time ago. The
it was like
cutoff.
so. I can give you the highlights. All right. He gets his power by eating someone's hair. He
Uh,
breaks every single limb after every single punch and kick, and then he cries a bunch. Hero or whatever the guy's name, Midoriya. He
okay.
cries a bunch.
So
Like that pissed me
sees
off how often he cried. He
yes.
cried to his childhood bully because he wanted to be like him or something like that. I remember being so pissed on that episode. I was like, "What the hell?" And my friends were like, "Give it a chance, give it a chance, give it a chance, give it a chance."
Okay,
Um,
so season one ended off
are you pulled up?
with All Might giving Midoriya his hair to get the one for all
No,
quirk.
that was not season. That was like first episode.
Okay, no, was it?
Yeah, dude, that's
Or
really
or
early.
or some shit. Okay, so season one ended off with the fighting at the end of the last fight of the class A1 where all the villains come into that fucking
Yes, that
training thing.
makes sense. That makes
That's
sense.
that's where
Yeah.
season 1 ended off. So how was that how was season 1 for you?
Um, little stale. I'm not. I don't require like action. So like my friend that tried to turn me on to the show, he was like, "Yo, like it's boring because there's not a lot of fights, but it picks up." And I'm
Yeah,
like, "Okay."
it
I
really
really
does.
liked. So I wasn't really like mad about that. It was like just a little bit different from like I'm so used to American TV, right?
Mhm.
I'm used to better. I don't want to say better anything because it's actually like the plot was really good. I really followed the plot. Like it was a good storytelling. I really liked this, like just how it was told, right? And then also the world building. Like first episode, right? It draws my attention. I'm like, oh, cool. These people got quirks, and there's like random like genetic traits.
Yeah.
Just like how they built the world in the first episode, I was like, wow, that's like really interesting how they did that.
Did
And
did
it was a
sh-
lot better than a lot of the shows that I've seen recently.
did you
And so
know
I thought that was cool.
but you know why it's built that way though? Did any of your friends explain why it's like that?
Why was
Okay, why My Hero's like My Hero?
no,
Okay, so the creator of My Hero he really likes comic books, like American comic books like DC and Marvel.
yeah,
So basically, he based off like the quirks and stuff. Like the creator of My Hero wanted to make an anime or manga, whatever, like
mm-hmm.
kind of like American comic books. so all the powers and stuff were based off certain superheroes. Like All Might's like Superman.
Yeah,
So he got his inspiration, his inspiration for the series from like Marvel and DC.
that's awesome.
So that's why like My Hero's like really fucking good because it's more like
It's
a
not even there, dude.
it's yeah I
I'm
know
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
it's
just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, you guys.
it's more of like Japanese like comic book, right? That's
Yeah,
how I look
Japanese
at the
comics. That's a good
series.
way to say it. I
So
feel like
how
that's a good way to say any anime.
so how was season two? Well, season two ended off with I'm pretty sure you saw the fight
It was a
between
tournament. It was the
yeah
student tournament, right?
Midoriya and Todoroki. They fight, and then
Yeah, I
the
was really so. Just my general like season one. I like that he starts controlling his powers at the very end. Not controlling it, but like he punches and doesn't break something. And then the tournament was really cool because it's like you get to see a little bit more of the students. Oh, one thing I remember what was bothering me about the show when I first started it was that you'd have episodes about Midoriya, right?
Mhm.
You know, three, four, five, and then they just completely switch, and there's like no explanation, but instead you're learning about someone else and their life, and
Yeah,
like it's world building, right? It's building character, like the character development for all these other characters, but
yeah.
they like never really introduce them as like characters worth having their own shows for. So I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip or having their own like episodes for. So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to who's the guy that like gets really hard.
I forgot his name. Forgot. Yeah, he crystallizes
Um,
his skin. I forgot his name, but that dude, that episode with him when he became
the
that.
Red Rhino. Yeah, Red
Oh,
Riot or something like that.
yeah, Red Riot. That's his
But like,
superhero
there's that
name.
episode when they're in the maze and in that big like labyrinth villain thing. Whatever, we'll get there in a second. But basically, like he had a whole episode for himself, and I was like, "Whoa! Like we care about this character now? Like I haven't. I don't really care about this guy." For the most part, I didn't. And then like you get to see that show. It's like, okay, well he's actually a pretty cool character. But anyways, they were doing that a bunch. So with the Todoroki right before Midoriya, and he's icy hot, right?
Yeah, Icy Hot.
Okay. I had like a bunch of random nicknames for all of them, so I can remember. So Midoriya and Icy Hot, right before they fight,
Yeah.
we just have like a whole 3 episodes about um, Todoroki. That's his name, right? We just have a whole 3 episodes learning about his past and how he got scarred. And I was like, whoa, like
Oh
we
yeah,
care about him.
yeah, because you
So
have
they just like they didn't really, I didn't really see it coming, and then all of a sudden you take a right turn and then go back to Midoriya. And so I was like, oh okay, like it was throwing me off a lot. But like towards the end of it, like towards the end of the season,
yeah, yeah a
end of season
lot.
four, I was used to it.
Yeah, a lot of people said that about Todoroki. They're like, "Why is the 3 episodes about him?" And then they switched to back to the tournament about Midoriya, and it's like, well, like if you go back and rewatch it, you understand like those 3 episodes explain why Todoroki never used his fire quirk because he has 2 quirks. He has the ice and fire,
Yeah,
and the only reason why he didn't use the fire was because of his dad, and he thought he burned his mom or whatever the fuck, right?
yeah.
So those episodes are very crucial for certain character developments. You know what I mean? Because it
Mm-hmm.
explains why they don't use that certain power, in certain ways. They don't do shit, and all that other character development. That's all it's about.
Yeah.
And it gets interesting after a while, like because season two ended off with the hero killer. I don't know if you've seen that episode. It's the guy with like the sword and the knives with like the blood and shit.
Yeah,
That was
that
a good
was like
fight.
probably my favorite. Like that's when the show was really like, oh shit, like we got something going on. For me, at least, I was like, oh, well, let's get to that. Let's take it chronologically. But like, yeah. So, anyways, that was one of the things that was throwing me off was like how they it was just kind of diverged everywhere. But like, it doesn't hurt the show. It was just throwing me off personally because
Yes.
I'm used to things being very direct. Just because like, I feel like American TV shows and like movies that they have a pretty good idea of like how to keep everything condensed and stuff like that. And so it was just like it was a show that did something I wasn't used to. But yeah, oh my gosh! So after the tournament, season three, I think I liked season three a lot because
Oh, dude,
that was
yes.
Jet or the midget, the jumping midget guy. Um, what's his name? Hurricane.
Jumping
Uh,
midget guy.
Jet. Jet. Whoever All Might's like the guy that helped All Might
Oh,
become who he was.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Sorry, you said Jet, and I was like, who the fuck? Yeah, his
He's like
master.
super speed. Yeah,
Yeah, his master.
his master.
Yeah.
And I love that because I was getting so frustrated with the fact that like the fight scenes with Midoriya they didn't last at all because he
Yeah.
was weak. Like he was the strongest guy in the room, and he was still the weakest link. And so it was like I was getting so frustrated just watching the show, and then finally I met that guy, and like within the first hour, he's already taught him how to use his powers, and I'm like, oh shit! Now we actually get to see like Midoriya get good with his abilities, and he like it's so interesting to watch how they. It's not just it's not just a guy that's throwing really strong punches, right?
Hmm.
Like Midoriya has so good strategies, so good. Can't English, dude.
I can't
Um,
English.
he has like a really good strategy with everything,
Yeah.
and like I said, I was expecting the American TV version of him to just like, oh, I can control my strength now, and then he just punches his way out of everything. And so
Yeah.
it was really cool to see like when he's fighting the midget guy, he like they're jumping around the room, right, trying not to break anything while fighting or while trying to catch him. And I thought that was such a cool like way of doing that. And then they get to the city to do like hero work, and the big thing unfolds.
All right. Let me ask.
Uh,
Let me ask you. Was season four was the best in your honest opinion? Was season four the best season?
so season four was
Season four was
um,
when they were trying to. Season four is when the
I
villain.
feel like we got this timetable all wrong. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But
No, no,
continue.
no, we got it because season one ended off with the villains attacking. Season two ended off with hero killer. Season three ended off with All Might fighting.
Okay, so season three was the longest one.
Yeah, I think season three was the longest one, and then season four was when
Okay.
Midoriya is starting to like get a hang of his shoot style, which is like the green electricity around
Yeah,
him.
it's like very drawn out. No, is the fourth one with is
The
it Stain? Who's the guy with the long nose? The
stain.
Reaper.
The
He
overhaul. That's yeah.
overhaul, bro.
Season four. So season four ended
That's season
off.
four. Wow, that one was
Dude,
insanely long.
season four ended off with the big battle between Midoriya and the little girl Eri, letting Midoriya.
No, it didn't. It actually didn't. I'm
Well,
about to beat you at your own game, dude.
I
It
meant
ended with
like the fighting, like the major fights ended off with.
no, dude.
What do you mean no?
I'm
Oh wait, no,
calling you
I'm
out.
stupid.
I'm calling you out,
So
dude. Wait, no, let me say it. Let me say it. Let me say it.
season four ended off
No,
with
shut up. Let me say
with
it.
Mad
I was
Hatter.
right.
With Mad Hatter. I'm sorry.
It was no, hold on. It was
With Mad Hatter, the
no,
fucking
it was Endeavor and the Nomu thing.
fuck the Namu guy.
Bam!
Fuck, I forgot.
Beat you at your own game, dude. Because I just remember because I watched that final like that final arc in
Yeah.
subs because they didn't have it out
Yeah, and
for dubbed yet.
that's why I say watch dub because you'll get it like when the
Quicker.
episode when the episode comes out, it comes out like quicker.
Yeah.
Well, because with sub, it's just translators doing their jobs, and it's done. Like when the episode airs in Japan, it airs at the same time in America, but in sub.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So but like anyways, I was right. You were wrong. Final Fight was over Endeavor and that. But so hold on. There's a lot to unpack in season four. So season four, that's the maze with the Red Riot and like that whole like that show was, I mean that arc was like 10 episodes or something, right?
dude, it was amazing. Those 10 episodes
It's
were
it's a
amazing.
good arc. Like it's one of my favorites. But that very end fight scene with Eri and like she's healing him faster than he can hurt himself, and so he's just going all out. And then what really blew my mind at the end of that fight was like, yo, he did damage control. Like he didn't damage anything around him.
Yeah,
That's when I was like, dude, this is sick. Because like I said, the American TV shows, all the superheroes, they cause a lot of damage. They just punch their way out of things. Where it's like, I feel like these Japanese anime are so much more creative in
yeah,
how they take things. And so I really enjoyed that aspect because like I didn't know how the hell he was going to use his powers to get out. And then like he was supposed to die. What's that guy? The Knight Rider Foresight told him like, "Hey, you're gonna die," and then he broke that.
yeah.
And it's like, damn, dude, like
And then
you
he
can't
died.
keep this boy down. And then he dies, and he
And
pulled a
he
reverse
dies.
Uno on him. Dude. It
But
was crazy.
Midori was like, "Psych, bitch, reverse Uno."
Yeah, dude, he like Katana snapped him. He's like, nah, not you.
Okay, we have an alert right now. I just saw that season 5 My Hero is coming out in March 27th, 2021.
Really?
Yes, it's coming soon. Are you going to watch it in subs? Or are you going to wait like another
How long
year?
do I have to wait?
You're probably going to have to wait like half a year to watch it in subs. Probably longer.
Okay.
Because of the
Um,
coronavirus.
it's a price I'm willing to pay.
Oh
It's a
my
price I'm willing
god,
to pay.
dude. Did you watch
I'm
the
gonna make my
movie?
friends wait too. Huh?
Did you watch the movie?
I've watched
Because there's
one.
I think there's 3 or 2. No, there's two.
I've watched the
Cause
one where he goes to like that technological island and he
okay,
gets like that plot device that helps him punch 3 times without
I
breaking anything.
I like that movie. Did you see the next movie?
No, so I couldn't find it.
Watch it on Kiss Anime.
On
They have it. I'm telling you. They don't have it
Kiss
in.
Anime.
They don't have
The
it in
Kiss Anime
dub.
is so sketchy.
It
My
is
friend he's put it on my Xbox, and like the
virus.
5 guys and a girl in the room, and then
Yeah.
he puts on something that really doesn't need to be seen.
Just-
5 guys and one girl in the same room.
yeah, yeah.
So I
Uh,
try to avoid that one. What's the one that we used to use? Like we use it for like Injustice, not Injustice, Young Justice,
Anime tune, but it's the same.
Anime Tune.
It's the same thing as Kiss
It's
Anime.
gotten worse, hasn't
It's really bad. It's really bad.
it? Yeah.
Um.
Okay.
Okay, since we're done with, or is there any other anime you think you're gonna watch, or is that it? Just My Hero?
Honestly, it would probably just be My Hero because it checked off so many boxes for me. I know there's anime like you can find an anime for everything,
Yeah.
but for this one specifically, it was like the superhero stuff. I'm big on the like superpowers. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Probably not anything else.
Okay.
And then my friends also forced me to watch it. They're like, you got to watch one. I was like, all right, I'll watch My Hero. You know, he made a deal with me. My friend said, SpongeBob.
My friend.
Shut up. It's late.
I like how he got his name.
Um,
Fuck him. I'm sorry.
SB, he told me like, hey, you watch this show, I'll watch your show. I'm trying to get him to watch Clone Wars.
He
That
hasn't seen Clone
bitch
Wars.
hasn't, and he still hasn't.
Why
We've
the
been watching this over the summer. We made this
what?
deal last year in school,
Why the
right?
fuck is he your
And
friend
this
then,
asshole still has not seen Clone Wars. And it's
dude?
making, he's not a huge Star Wars fan, so I guess it makes sense. But
Oh.
I was like, Clone Wars is just so good.
It's probably like one of the best like Star Wars like adaptation ever. If I'm being really
Especially that
serious.
final season, that last arc.
I wish it was longer though.
I liked how it was, and like Disney's milking it for all they have, right?
But
Like,
at
they're just
least,
getting every piece of Star Wars content out, and I'm like, I hate it, but also I'm kind of okay with it.
oh,
You know,
this moves into our next topic, the Star Wars.
dude, I could talk about Star Wars. All day.
But before that, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Joseph.
Okay.
So My Hero, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say when it's coming. I'm not gonna say what happens, but it's
Oh, the movie.
no, not the movie, the show.
I
So
mean, I can vaguely remember.
it's not a spoiler. Well, I think it's not a spoiler. No, it's not because it's an arc. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, so nothing spoiled. But if you keep watching My Hero, there's hopefully it's getting renewed for that many seasons. But there will be a war arc.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about that. How like, um,
The heroes fighting.
everything's slowly dissolving after like All Might's losing his strength.
Yeah,
Like, I think one of
everything.
them teased. Yeah, one of them told me like there's gonna be like a full out war
Yeah,
because
so get ready
yeah,
for
there's
that.
nothing similar.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
that's gonna be sick.
it's gonna be. I haven't read that far into My Hero, and I don't think I'm gonna because I don't want to spoil that for me.
Oh, because you read the manga. Okay.
Yeah, I read manga more than I. Okay, so there's this anime called Rent a Girlfriend. You're not. I don't think you're gonna like it, but I like it, and so does my co-host Elias. We like it, and he got me into it because I saw like the trailer and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like it. But he's like, just watch it, give it a chance. Give it a chance. It was very like it was really like I guess you could say it's gonna sound gay, really cute. It's really gay. But it was but like the story and then the character like developments and the stories were like really like I guess you could say like fucking I don't know what else to say but cute but whatever. Um, he got me hooked on it and then I read the manga farther than the anime took it because we're waiting for a season 2 for it.
Mm,
And it's been confirmed, so I'm pretty sure I already read past the content for season 2, and I hate doing that sometimes because it's like once I read it past a certain like the
yeah, there's no point in
content.
watching it.
Yeah, there's no point in watching it. I already know what's happening, but I might watch it because of like the animation styles. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Star Wars. So we already hit an hour and 35 minutes. I don't know how long you're gonna keep talking for, or how long you have.
We'll give it to Star Wars.
We'll get into Star Wars.
We'll talk about Star Wars.
But before then, we have a little shout out to do.
Sponsor to Raid Shadows Legends.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Get 35% off if you use Leo Plays. Not really, because that game is shitty. Fuck anyone who plays that.
Except if you're gonna give us a sponsor.
Yes, please. Your game is very good. So, this is a shout out to Joseph, my guest on the podcast.
Oh, thanks, man.
His Instagram is at film at filmwork.basics, and the YouTube channel
Names in
is
progress.
yeah, in progress. YouTube channel Carefree Cinematics. By the way, I would go check out his YouTube channel, not his Insta. Fuck his Insta. Go check out his YouTube channel because that's where the content's at.
Dude, I literally have like 2 videos on there, and they're actually trash.
Well, I like
the photos. Have you seen the photos on the Instagram lately?
they're okay. They're okay. Mediocre. They're okay.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Anyways, let me see that
I
again.
gotta go.
Let me see that again. His Insta is at filmwork.basics. If you want to see New York in good pictures, quality-wise pictures. I don't know if he uses his phone or a camera. Do you use your phone or camera?
I've been borrowing a camera right now.
Okay, well, you need to take some night pictures. They're always during the day.
What the fuck do you mean?
You have
I only take night pictures.
You only have like one fucking night picture.
No, I don't. I literally only do night shoots. It actually pisses me off.
Okay, do good night shoots. The only one you did good was.
Shut the fuck up.
He's like, shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyways, yeah, go check out his Insta at filmwork.basics.
Hold on. What was the good night one?
I was trying to look for it, but hold on, let me. Fuck, you're gonna make me look for it.
Yeah, look for it, dude. I need to know so I can replicate it. I actually gotta post something tonight too.
I like the one where the 1, 2, 3, 4,
Just say
5,
what's
6,
happening.
7, 8. The eighth picture from the bottom, the one where it says it's pink haze edit.
Oh, so
yeah,
that sucks because I didn't even take this picture. I just edited it.
Oh, you didn't even take it?
No, so
I like the edit.
I just picked it up. I picked it up and then I looked up something. I looked up some tutorial on how to do like cyberpunk like edit.
Yeah, so don't follow me in. So it's fake. It's fake shit.
I literally said it in there. All right.
Okay, but if you take more night pics, that would be very grateful. New York is very pretty at night.
I did some tonight. So
oh, you did? Okay,
I paid so much money to do a tourist thing.
Really?
It's not even funny. I justified it as in like, oh,
content.
I did my first semester of college.
Content.
I gotta get some content. I was like, I worked really hard, but like, it was a stupid amount of money to go do something that.
Oh, by the way, did you work? Did you work?
No, not this semester. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it next semester though. It's required at the school to take 5 classes instead of 4.
Really?
So it was required for this. I could have done 4, but I think it was required. Everyone else was doing 5, so I was like, dude, what the hell? I'll just do it. I'm signed up for 4. I'm in a wait list for 5, but I'm probably gonna get a job next semester because I know how to handle school a little bit better. I was so afraid I was gonna be here and just like not know what I was doing.
Are you gonna do work study or just find a job?
I would like to do work study, but they usually save those for international students, and then
which by the way, fuck international students for taking our work study, bitch. Half of us are fucking poor.
Send them back down.
Send them back to Mexico. Fuck no, seriously, fuck. No, seriously, fuck international kids. Anyways, but his Insta's at filmwork.basics. There'll be a link in the description. Not to the fucking Instagram, fuck that, I'm too lazy, but I'll have his and then I'll have his YouTube channel in the link in the description.
YouTube channel's trash. I need to post more on it, but I don't even know.
I'm not gonna lie,
about that.
I'm not gonna lie, my first YouTube video is better than his video, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. For real?
No, it's really not. It's really not. It's really not. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I have the other. I changed the name on the other one, the video game one.
Oh, you did?
I want to post stuff on there, but like, you're like editing takes so much time. Like you were saying.
Dude, I had a friend that told me, he was like, dude, you should like post your face and start doing like vlogs and fuck.
Take 5.
Take 5. I had a friend that was like, you should post your face and start like vlogging, your city and the shit you do with friends. I'm like, I would do that, but then at the same time, I don't want my face out there and
Not
like,
yet, at least. If you ever make something of this, that's
yeah,
one thing. But
yeah, and if like at the same time, I don't know if my friends are comfortable with that, and it'd be kind of fucking weird if I'm always like recording shit.
I found it so hard because I do have one video on there where it was like for some film comp on like someone else's YouTube channel. Like if you post a YouTube video that we like, we'll give you 1,000. It's gonna put that towards the camera. And I entered for that like just my quarantine and then out of my first weekend out in New York.
Hmm.
And it was like I just felt weird having the camera out all the time to the point where I was like, it wasn't like I felt weird about like I wasn't doing any vlogs or stuff, right? But I just felt weird having it out, recording every single moment. I just kind of wanted to enjoy the moment.
Yeah,
And so I had that like real struggle where it's like I have to go out specifically for recording. I can't just go out with friends and record. Like for me
yeah.
personally, like it was hard for me to overcome that, and I want to overcome it, but it's like it's a tough thing to do.
It's awkward to like record shit in front of people. That's why like I don't know, like recording like gameplay and shit with like friends. That's fine, but
Yeah,
like out like real life shit, like going places, road trips, or just like funny friend moment shit. I don't know. It feels very weird because I don't know if
it
everyone's
feels
so.
like just like invading like our group's privacy.
Yeah, and then if someone says I don't want their face in, that puts more work on me because I have to blur it out every time their face is in the video, and it's like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but like going out specifically to do it isn't. It's just a whole nother thing. Maybe we can do that when I go back. We can like set some times out to like record stuff, like to help each other record and like take videos and stuff.
Like let's take videos about what, bro?
But it doesn't have to be like in person. It could also be like video games, like playing video games and stuff. Like we
Probably
just we hold each other accountable.
probably just do you think Evan can do a Minecraft server? Set up a Minecraft
Probably
server?
create one. I think I made one.
No, like
I
on
made
on
one
the
before.
piece on PC, or you made one?
Yeah, it took a while for me to figure it out, but I made one.
Shit. Well, when you come home, try to set that up because I think we're leaving. My family, we're leaving on the 23rd.
Oh yeah, I'll figure it all out by the time you get back, and so we can just hit
Yeah.
the ground running.
So if we can record either the day you get back, or probably not, because you'll probably be jet lag, or the next day,
Uh, who knows? Honestly,
or
if you
Valorant.
want to
We
play,
could play Valorant. That's cool
yeah,
too.
if your computer works,
It does work. Fuck off.
we'll have to get some other. We'll have to recruit some help though, because I'm literally dog shit at that game.
Okay. Well, I don't want to. I really don't want to talk about Star Wars now because there's a lot of shit happening this year with Star Wars.
Dude, yeah, we'll save that for the next one. Next time I'm on, because yeah, you're right. There's a lot.
There's
Really
too
quick though, the
much.
Mando episode. Did you watch it?
The new one?
Yeah,
Dude, I haven't kept up with. To
I
be
noticed
honest,
that.
to be honest with you, I haven't seen season 1 or 2. I just knew about the Ahsoka episode.
I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I've missed some of the best Star Wars content, but
Though, cause like I started watching it and then I think it was I stopped at not season, episode 3 of the first season, and I was like, this is kind of boring because nothing really happens that much.
so we make fun of the formula that they have because it's basically the Mandalorian is basically I need to go do blank, and then something happens, presumably with the ship, and then it's like, oh, you need this, like let me help only if you help me with this. So he's basically running errands uh,
Basically, he's like
for
a
a lot of
mom.
for a lot of the second season especially, but it's still good because it's like the things that happen in between that, just make for some good Star Wars content.
Yeah. Is there any games you're looking forward to? Because that was another topic. I don't know if is
Ooh.
there any games you're looking
Um,
forward, looking to play, or you
I can tell you what I'm looking
want?
forward to playing.
What's up?
Overwatch when I get home. I'm honestly like
Hey,
I haven't really.
I'll record some Overwatch videos with you. I'll play with you. I haven't played Overwatch in a
Uh,
while. I'm
yeah,
look.
we won't be doing comp.
I'm
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 just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm only telling you this right now. I'm a pro healer. That's all I'm saying.
You're a pro healer.
I
You
am
better
only
not touch Zenyatta. Zenyatta's mine.
no. I'm touching that one bitch, Mora with the.
I'm touching it.
No, okay. Look, I'm
Uh,
playing that one bitch with the orbs.
Moira.
The orbs. I
Dude.
forgot her name. I haven't
They
played.
they redid her orbs, so they're not as good anymore. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, do you want to do Brig, another low skill hero?
Oh yeah,
Or
I'm good with Brig and that one bitch with the orbs. That's it. Those two are like my god tier. After that, fuck that.
the two easiest characters, bro. All right.
Shut up.
We're gonna put you on
Oh, did you?
someone else.
By the way, did you hear that Left 4 Dead got a third game?
I did not.
It's called
I was never huge on Left 4 Dead. Oh, but it's been a while since they've had one, right?
yeah, it's been like 10 years, maybe more.
Oh, that's awesome. Should
It's
give it a
called,
play.
I think it's called Left 4 Dead Back for Blood, or I think it's just Back for Blood.
Oh, nice.
But
So you'll be streaming that one, right?
not streaming. I'm gonna be doing videos hopefully.
Oh, okay.
And
That's good to
folks,
this.
I can't figure out how to stream through OBS, and my friend was trying to help me, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. I don't think my computer or my internet can handle streaming. I think that's the only reason I don't do it. Because streaming
Oh,
is just so much easier.
I'm gonna say this by the way to the viewers who are watching this. Hopefully, um,
Uh,
I had a video planned before we were gonna record this podcast. Uh, I was gonna release a Killing Floor 2 video, my first reaction of playing it because I haven't seen gameplay of it, and I haven't really, I didn't touch the game. And when I recorded my first reaction to the game, there was no sound, and I recorded it in my dorm, and my fans are really loud, so you can hear my fans through the microphone, and you couldn't hear the the game sound. So it was just like fans and then me talking. So it was really awkward for me to
mhm,
like rewatch. So that's why I didn't post it, and I tried two more times playing different maps with different kinds of zombies. Same thing happened, but instead of like the noise constantly, it was me talking and yelling and
mhm,
screaming because there's like jump scares and shit like that,
mhm.
and there was no game sound. So I don't know what the fuck's happening with Killing Floor. So I probably will most likely will not upload that video. I do have a hardcore Minecraft video recorded, and I have to edit that after this one. I was gonna release that Minecraft video yesterday on Friday because this is getting recorded on the 19th, which is Saturday.
Mhm.
Um, I was gonna do that, but then I got lazy and I want to fucking edit it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking cry about it. Wait 2 more months for this fucking video. Um, if anyone,
That being said, I'm gonna give you a little bit more work. He lives on.
shut up. No, but I'm gonna say this right now. Anyone that complains that my videos are too long, I will fucking make the videos come out 5 months, 6 months. I'll even wait a fucking year just to spite you.
Oh,
So,
I kind of want to watch a video in it.
okay, well, never mind. No, because like I had a couple friends that actually watch my videos, which is weird because they always ask me like, "Oh, that part was funny," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's cool." I had one of my friends like, "Dude, why does it take you like forever to like upload a video?" And it's like, it's just, I was like, if you knew the process of just like getting the right time schedules for other people to play with you, recording it, making sure the audio is good, and then recording like an hour or two of it, and then hand pick moments that are funny between those 2 hours, and then
Mhm.
editing it, censoring it. If some shit was said, censoring it, adding subtitles, doing effects to the video, it's a time consuming process, and
I actually I
it
haven't
really
edited in a long time.
it really is like I can sit there record a 2 hour video and it'll take me 6 hours to edit that down because I add a bunch of like subtitles, effects, cuts, and it's so tiring. And by the time I like finish it, it's like either like a week or two after it's recorded. Sometimes I'll even wait like a month to upload it, or I'll just upload it then and there when I'm done. It just all depends.
Yeah.
It all depends on how long the video is, honestly. Um,
Mhm.
so fucking cry about it. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I'm serious. I
Well,
don't fucking cry about it. I don't know what you want me to say.
thank you for watching. Suck a dick. That's basically what I'm getting out of this.
Okay. Yes, his socials will be in the description. Go follow him if you want. I don't recommend his Instagram because all his photos are fake.
Asshole. He doesn't even take them himself.
I don't even. My socials will be in there. I don't. His gonna be first, and then mine because everybody knows me. I guess. No, not everybody,
Yeah,
but.
do mine first, and then like unfollow his.
All right, fuck this kid. My shit's first, and then it's just second. I have an Instagram, but I don't really use it much. I post memes on, and then I'll say stupid shit, or sometimes I'll post a date of the next video, and then sometimes it does happen, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said again, fucking cry about it. I don't know what else you want me to do. Um, you have anything else to say before we end this off?
Um, no, I'm good.
Are you sure you don't want to like shout out anything,
Shout
anybody?
out my boo. Richie.
This mother. He's not even gonna share the video, but you're gonna shout him out. Okay.
If he ever sees this, just know
Fuck
you're
you.
my boo. You're really loud, but you're my boo. That's it.
Okay. I'm.
Alexa, play
Shut.
Celebrate.
No. Shut up.
Here's Celebrate.
No. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye. No. Shut up. Shut it off. 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 All right. All right. Bye. Thank you for watching.